We're leaving the Suddie market. We're heading back to our car. And we're going to be making our way down to Regina now. Will you see me taxi boy? Yeah, front, alright. So this is right there is the police station. Oh, got me taxi there, man. So we're in the Maras Lodge area. Just leave Suddie into Maras Lodge, and we keep heading in to Regina. And you can see the darkness of the cloud there, and how the branches are moving. Strong winds are blowing actually right now. So which means we're gonna have some rain. So we're into Johanna Cecilia right now, JC. I had a good friend who used to live over here, Miss Amin. She and I used to be classmates, schoolmates. So yes, y'all, the cloud is coming in. That means it's gonna rain. Remember this morning? No, in my first video I would have mentioned that it's neither sunny, neither raining. It's in between. So Zorg has a big scheme at the back. Go look, remember as a boy we used to ride with bicycle and come check out your cousins. Easter time we used to ride, come like about 15-20 miles. We used to ride from where I used to live. This is Golden Fleece. But look, there's another rice mill. That's Hack, you said? Yeah. So we have Hack rice mill at the back there. There's a lot of rice mills on the Essequibo coast. This is the Golden Fleece. This is for Fisher Primary School. This is the Fisher Primary School. You know, sometimes when you look at the results of common entrance, this school produces some great students. Even the Regina Primary produced some great students. So we're in Perseverance here. I got a good friend in New York who owns this house here. My mom Baggy. This house here, the White House here, is my good friend Baggy in Queens. So this is what you do, y'all. If you guys who live in the US, Canada, and England, whatever, you know, build y'all retirement home here in Guyana. Y'all come back home here and retire. You went to another country, you develop that country, you develop yourself, but come back home. Enjoy your retirement here. This is where I plan to retire, in Essequibo. This is where I was born. So I'm going to spend my first days and my last days here in Essequibo. Only problem with this Essequibo, they got to straighten up some of these turns, you know. Very dangerous turns. Sorry. This is Perseverance, and there's a scheme at the back there at Perseverance.
Remember your boyhood days, remember your wayward ways. Come, let me go down memory lane and check out them days again. Remember learning how to ride a bike and learning how to cuss. Drinking coconut water in the country that your belly nearly bust. And the first time you wear long pants and feel like a man. Remember when Ramadan and Valentine beat England? Hiding in the backyard smoking a cigarette.
We are heading into
and when they give you castor oil, you're living in the toilet. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase
the Ramsden secondary.
Boyhood days. Remember black.
There's a lot of rice. As far as you can see, there is rice land, rice fields. Essequibo is the largest producer of rice. We are the largest county out of the three. and we're the largest producer of rice. So we're now approaching the village of Queenstown. I used to come here as a boy, have some relatives that lives next to the bus shed road. My aunt, she died now, she passed away now. And then of course you got Auntie Scheider rum shop. Whenever you come to Essequibo, you want some good cutters, this is the place to be, Auntie Scheider. Good cutters and cheap pricing. Our prices are very, very good. Now my aunt used to live right here, this little white house here. Aunt Shama. You know. So make sure you check out Auntie Scheider when you come down to Essequibo, or you have in Anna Regina, you have another place called Bandar. Get some good cutters there. Creole cutters, fireside. Just like Auntie Scheider. So we're heading into Little Alliance. I think the Kapui Lake is down this road, right? The next road, yeah, the other road there. It says here Kapui. Yeah, Kapui. So down this road here is Kapui Lake. Way at the back there. Another day when I come back on the Essequibo, we're gonna do the lakes.
Every Saturday, garlic pork at Christmas, ice cream on Sunday. Remember peeping at two lovers in the grass. Remember trying hard not to sleep during midnight mass. And the first time you get a chiga in your big toe. And the first time you ask a girl and she tell you no.
So we got a Tematmano Primary School there. And then we enter Affiance. Down here you have the big Imam Bacchus Chow Mein factory. You guys, when you see the Imam Chow Mein, Imam Bacchus Chow Mein in the supermarket, those of you who live in Florida in Caribbean supermarket, and in Toronto and wherever y'all live in New York, this is right here. It's the Imam Bacchus rice, the Imam rice, and the Imam Chow Mein. It's made right here on the Essequibo coast. So know where your products come from, y'all. We're entering into the city of Pablo Escobar, Colombia. Remember that famous guy from Colombia, Pablo Escobar? Well, this is a village on the Essequibo coast. It's the village of Colombia. We used to ride our bike, you know, searching during the summertime when we're off school and you have a girlfriend, one of your schoolmates, you know, you have a crush on your girlfriend, you don't have the courage to tell her you like her, but you just like her, and you would ride, and I would ride, my friends and I, Gulu and I would ride 15-20 miles just to see her, just to get a smile from her. All she does, she smiles. We will ring the bicycle bell so loud that she will run to the front of the window and she will smile with us. And your day was filled by doing that, man. This is the village of Three Friends. So there's a song, I will cross 1,000 miles. It goes like this. When I wake up, girl, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. It's a big tune if you could check that tune out. Because this is land of plenty. Part of that song, it says, I will walk 1,000 miles just to be by your doorstep.
I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to lie about how much woman you kiss. Spring jump on your bicycle saddle and you miss. coming home late and sneaking in the back door. Remember Frankie were late cutting liquor for 4. Remember the first time you tried to swim and you sink, and when you fall down they give you sugar water to drink. Oh yes, I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. Remember how you used to be afraid of teachers in school, and the big boys used to tap your head like a fool. Remember the Phantom, Fu Manchu and Superman. Remember Flash Gordon, the Shadow and Charlie Chan. Remember the first time you kiss a girl on she mouth. Remember how you feel as if the back of your head will fall out. Oh, I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days. I remember still, and I always will. Time cannot erase boyhood days.
This is the Cottonfield Market here, y'all, and this is the village of Cottonfield. This is a town. We're entering into the Anna Regina town. Okay, this is where I attended school. This is the village called, even though it's Anna Regina town, this is Bushlat. This is a neighboring village into Anna Regina. And this right here, you can see all the businesses that goes up here, because it is a town, one of the oldest town. And through here is where the Anna Regina Multi-Secondary and the Cottonfield Secondary is, at the back there. I know most of you guys would have attended, even me, I attend. This is a Jagobin, this is a hotel there, Jagobin Hotel. So we have hotels in Anna Regina. So accommodation is not a problem. You can come with your fancy car or your bus, whatever vehicle you have. You have place to stay. This is Mr. Jones, I know this guy. Jones Supermarket. Then you have another restaurant here, Jacqueline Catering Service. And then, is that a hotel at the top there or no? This is the old GNCB Bank, Ghana National Cooperative Bank, that was robbed back in the days. One of the famous bank robbery where a policeman, Richard Feikel, lost his life. And this right here is a huge store. Mr. Richard Feikel used to live once in my village, Hampton Court, when he died actually. He served as a detective, and he was the bravest officer to confront or combat those bandits that shot and killed him. Sadly, you know, he died. He left his wife and a couple of children. I hope the state is looking after those children today. That over there is a GBTI bank. And they renamed the police training school in Anna Regina after Sir Richard Feikel. I will say Sir because he dedicated his life for his country, man. So Sir Richard Feikel Training School. Now this here is the old Anna Regina Market. It still operates, but they shifted. They used to be here alone, but they shifted to Cottonfield because the tongue area. They don't want to put the market because of the filth and stuff. So this is the market there. Yeah, them guys jumping up for the camera there. Here, and I'm going to show you here this bridge. This is the bridge here. Ahead of me is a high bridge. Still in good condition. This village was actually renamed by this bridge. There were two sisters back in the days where had the slave masters them. You know, they had two daughters, one named Anna and one named Regina. And they both fell over here and drowned. And this village was renamed after those two sisters, Anna and Regina. And this is the C.V. Noons Primary School, or known as the Anna Regina Primary, where you have some great students come out of here. Students that top the Essequibo, or top the entire country. We used to have a big store here. What is this guy's name? What's his name? Aziz. Mr. Aziz had that store there, furniture store and thing. And now you have this, the Anna Regina Police Station and Court. And ahead of me you have the Xenon Hotel, or the Xenon or Xenon. And now it's changed. It's sold.
That's Arabian.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. Zealand is in Charity. This is Arabian Hotel. Yeah, and this is what it changed out to Can Supermarket. So it's no longer a hotel. So the boys are telling me it's no longer a hotel. It's now Can's Supermarket. So all these huge buildings that go on up here is new to me. I mean, oh, this is one of Bacchus store. Yeah, this is a branch of the Bacchus market where you get a chow mein from. Then you have, this is what Jaigobin again. This guy have a lot of businesses, and this over here, same Jaigobin, and this Jaigobin over here as well. So these guys are the Kennedys in Guyana. We have a Demerara Bank. Oh yeah, this is where my boy Gulu daughter works at Demerara Bank, and of course we have the Barakat Mall here. So this is really great things that are happening. Rifi parts store. These are great things that happen into Essequibo. You know, Essequibo is transforming as well. I know there is a hotel at the back there that says Ocean View, right? It's right on top of the Atlantic Ocean, y'all. So accommodation is here. Look, that there is the Ocean View Hotel. So, you know, it's right on the Atlantic. So this is the village of Henrietta on the Essequibo coast. You know, I had some school friends here. Drakes, I think the guy used to call him Drakes. You had a big old wooden building on this one side here. His grandparents used to own the building. I don't know where those guys were. Two brothers, a Roach, or I think it's Roach or a Drakes. Can't remember those guys. Them guys were my schoolmates, man. I can't remember. I never saw them back.
Walter Roach.
Oh, the mother's Walter Roach. Okay.
Roach or something like that.
I can't remember. No, I think the Roach is from Bell Alliance. These guys were a Drake. I think it was Drake. They were two African boys, man. They were two brothers. They used to mine a lot of duck and stuff in the yard here. A huge wooden building, man, a white building. Old, they used to live in the building. So this is the village of Richmond. So I assume there's a lot of rich men in this village because that's why they name it Richmond. You had Mr. Warner. We just passed Mr. Warner. Was a big guy back in the days. He had the cinema, right? What's the cinema name? So and we had another cinema in this village, Richmond here, named Paragon. In Anna Regina. No. Mr. Warner had owned Paragon, I think. No, Swarty. Well, then he sold it to that guy, Wanai. I don't know his name, but we call him Wanai.
Warner had Paragon.
Yeah. Oh, Paragon, okay.
Barakat,
So
Paragon.
Barakat, okay. So this is La Belle Alliance here. Here you had a coconut tree with two sprang. It's still out or he died? Far along. Yeah, it had, guys, you had one root.
That is
Big cross there. That is the guy, Mr. Damon, the slave that fought, that rebelled against the Englishmen for our freedom, for the freedom of our people. That's his statue there with the white cross. Wow, that's history. That's a lot of history of the Essequibo. He was a brave. He's the man that led the rebellion at the La Belle Alliance estate, right? La Belle Alliance estate. But that's nice that they honor and recognize the struggle that these people went through. You know, because of people like Mr. Damon and Mr. Coffee, we have freedom. We got freedom in this country. Of course, you had some Indian fellas, Lalabaji and Puran, and Kamel them name, the 5 martyrs from Enmore. They also fought against the Englishmen for freedom. This is the village of Lima, where my friend Stanley told me he's having a cricket match later on in the day. So we're gonna go down and check that out. So even Lima, yeah, look how beautiful Lima has developed. Huge houses. We used to have a fishery here and this is the gas station here. And you got a fishery on your left. So for all the fishermen, because Lima is a fishing in the community. A lot of fishermen here on the ocean front. So this here was gas and ice for the fishermen. So them boys watching the cricket and then knocking the 2 shot there, boy. Yeah, by them I got a bottle thing there, boy. This is the life in the country, eh? Countryside, Lima watch. Them by watching cricket here. So you go, no stadium. You're watching the cricket right here?
Live and direct, boy.
Live and direct, yeah.
Hey, we can watch this game?
So this is the life in the country, yeah. It's Sunday afternoon, them boys busting the bottle of liquor there and they're watching a game of cricket. So we got a small crowd here watching the cricket. So here comes Ambrose coming and bowls to Brian Lara. And he smacked that one. No, he missed it then. So then I got a little vodka here to a lash, yeah. That's the thing, yes. But yeah, all 4 and 6 thing them have to jump up. You don't care? Alright. Yeah man, so yeah. So we watching the game of cricket here. So this is the sport, one of the famous, the popular sport in Guyana, or in the Essequibo, cricket. This team here is a team I support. They're the Spartan challengers. They just batted. They made 105 and 15 over, which is a fair total. So now these fellas are gonna go bold and defend that total. So good luck, fellas. I wish y'all well, and y'all go and do y'all thing, win this match, alright? Make your team proud. Yeah, good luck to y'all. Yeah. If you want the best cutters, Sun still operating, you close down. Still operating. And if you want the best duck, is Jagdish. This man wins several competition, duck curry competition in Guyana. So Jagdish Rum Shop in the village of Lima is where you get your best duck curry from, the duck cutters. And now we're entering into the village of Coffee Grove. You have Mr. Ivor Allen. Used to own the rice mill there. I think it's closed down now. So I was told that they're making a housing scheme, their housing project. So, and you have bakery at the back there. This man, early morning, you get your bread, the blue building there, where you get your ice cream, your cone, Passad's Bakery, and your fresh bread. One of the first people to have a bakery service in the Essequibo Coast. I think Mr. Passad died, right?
Yeah.
He died now. Probably in his 80s, 70s or 80s. This right here is the village of Danielstown, Essequibo. We just saw one of our schoolmates there, Raza. He was supposed to pick us up, but right now GT&T has a problem with their network in the Essequibo Coast. So my cell phone is not working. My good friend's Raza's cell phone not working as well. So there's no communication. This here, Fear Not village, is a beautiful park here between Danielstown and Fair. You can come in the evening and you can lime here, hang out, and you know, it's a nice area to get away and relax and picnic. So yes, guys, Essequibo is developing. They're creating recreational places that you can come and, you know, hang out and, you know, have some fun. But by Benji, that's my good friend Benji there, man, minibus driver. Man, lashing the little duck curry or chicken curry today Sunday, bye. You gotta cook good thing today, Golo. And when you cook good thing, you gotta eat, you gotta drink something too. Yeah. This is the village of Sparta. This is a rice neighborhood, or rice cultivating neighborhood. You see the combine there. That's how they transport the combine. But not everybody, but that's how some of the people transport their combines into the fields. Yeah, this neighborhood is a rice cultivating, rice cultivation neighborhood. And then we're going to be entering into Windsor Castle. I remember this is where I used to get my checkups, the Windsor Castle Health Center, where my mother used to bring me in the 70s, the late 70s and the 80s, the early 80s, to get my vaccines. I used to cry like hell. Remember they used to give us sweet biscuit and powder milk. Yeah, this right here is Windsor Castle. This is my neighborhood area. This is where I grew up. I walk and ride. Huh? We go by you Gulu, alright. So we're going by my friend Gulu house, and we're gonna knock some breakfast. His mom cooked what you cook by? Dal and rice, fried karela, bonjour shrimps, roti. So this is where I was born, y'all. This is Hampton Court. Make a right. So yeah, so this is Hampton Court, y'all. My boy Gulu lives on the ocean front, on the Atlantic Ocean. So we're going in by his house to eat some breakfast. His mom made some roti and bunjal shrimp and karela and dal and baigan choka and all kind of things. So I remember I used to walk, you know, come out here and pick up Golo. We gone on the seawall and we gone and we do we thing there. So hey, happy people, there you had it. That's a tour from Suddie to Hampton Court, Essequibo. There is so much more videos of the Essequibo Coast. Essequibo Coast is so large, it's the largest county of the three. There's so many more videos that I have to make and post. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.